using some of our dispatch pens to clean any manure off the coats prior to slaughter. These cows. So these cows here will be fed on a 200-day program, and they're cull wagyu cows. Yep. Yeah, look, we'd have a retention rate within the feedlot of probably 98% on our over a year on our tags. There is a percentage of that 2% that are still in the year but they don't read. And then there's ones that obviously that get the rubber mount on the fences and that sort of thing, but not a big percent, 1.5%, 2%. So the cattle are yeah, look, we process them.
Geez, they're leggy looking jokers, those light steers down the back at the moment.
You could have an age variation, it's all weight based. Those cattle there are actually F4s or full bloods, and they'll get fed for 500 days, those blokes there. They're on a regulated energy basis, but once they're on that ration, we try and get them to eat as much of that as we can. We're trying to get these cattle to grow at 1 kilo a day, is what we're doing with them. So they could eat a lot more, but you'd end up with a lot more fat. So it's a mix of finding the energy and you'll see it's a high roughage ration. If you can see into the bunk, it has a lot of hay and silage in it, and we're trying to grow them at that target of 1 kilo a day out for a year, which gives us better marbling results. Yeah, the cattle will clean the feed up every day. That's our goal. Is we do run a slick bunk program, so we'll try and minimise it down to 2 or 3 hours of a slick bunk before we head back out and feed them again. So all the pens are cleaned under our licence requirements for the DPI every 70 days. So that's a box scraper that gets dragged behind a tractor and the manure gets carted down.
So your rainfall must be very low, or else
That's right, if you look after your manure level, which is keeping it under 10 centimetres, then when it does rain, obviously you've got a good clay base underneath, then your cattle are still quite comfortable because the manure will swell when it gets wet. But we try and keep our manure so it doesn't get above the top of the hock line on them when it is wet. Oh, look, about 23, 24 inches a year, predominantly summer rainfall. We did it for good last year.
16
60 inches over last summer. Like the one gone, the one before, and the square group. It hadn't been done before. You'll notice all the pens are shaded. There's about 3 metres per head of shade in each pen, and there's 12.5 metres per head of space available. That's under our licence requirements. Just go down through the mill.
Is that an Australian rule? Last time I was in Australia and saw Feedlot, it wasn't needing it.
No, look, shade's not mandatory. We do it more because of our environmental conditions. We're trying to feed long-fed black cattle, and we wouldn't do what we do here without shade.